and you go and you hold on to that rail, and believe me, if you know the Lord, you're praying. I don't want to die. I don't know what all. I promised him. You can't imagine what I thought when I saw that big ship, twice the length of a football field, USS Indianapolis. My first battle star, so to speak, was Kwajalein and Eniwetok. Then I was at Saipan, Tinian, Guam, Sea Battle of the Philippine Seas, where our task force shot down 403 Japanese aircraft that day. Then I was down at Peliliu. I was at Iwo Jima, 3 airstrikes on Tokyo. And lastly, I was at Okinawa. We didn't know anyone was out there, but Commander Hoshimoto in that big submarine, he had picked us up. But about 14 minutes past midnight, he fired 6 torpedoes. I recall I'm sleeping right down on the deck here, and all of a sudden I heard that explosion, and it was troublesome. It was big. It was shaky. Now then, I'm listening, feeling, if you can imagine, torpedoes cut that bow of the ship off, and all of that water is coming in, and all the hatches are sealed topside. All of that water is coming in. Those 4 big screws are pushing. We don't know what's happening. It's bedlam. And now I don't have a life jacket, and I know the ship is sinking. And I asked Lieutenant Stoffer permission to cut down the big new supply of K-Pop life jackets. He said, not until we get word to abandon ship. I leave the ship and I look back and see that bow is under. I see that fantail high in the air, and those screws are still turning. I see it as it goes under. I made my way out, I don't know, 100 yards or so, and there were a group out there, and we're losing boys just every little bit. And then daylight comes, and we're taking inventory, and may I say it's 110 degrees, and you would love to have some water, but you dare not to drink that salt water. And so we're going to lose boys just right and left, and it's bedlam out there, and we're desperate. Now you can only guess what's happening. Mass committing suicide, nearly attacking one another, drinking that salt water and going crazy. And then all of a sudden you look and you hear a blood-curdling scream, and you see that K-Pop is under, but sharks. You're having to swim all the time, but you can't keep that head above water. We're out there now, the 4th day, swimming with a shark, and all of a sudden, then I hear a plane. Look, I hear a plane. Hey, I see a plane. I can see him even today as he circled McKissick and myself 3 or 4 times, and he's saying, I see you down there. So he was determined he's going to pick up stragglers. He asked permission to land. They tell him, no way do you set that big goose down in the open sea. But he and his crew could see sharks attacking boys, and they were determined that they were going to go against orders. They were going to land that plane, but he would run the trough back and forth, and he's picking up. Now, he picked up 56. You say it won't hold 56 men. And my response would be, It will if you tie 7 out on the wings. The greatest tragedy at sea in the history of the U.S. Navy was the sinking of the USS Indianapolis. 880 did not make it. The 317, though, after spending some 5 days there swimming with just an old kapok jacket. So I have so much to be thankful for. I look back at what I experienced those days and believing somehow, some way that I'm going to make it. And I was determined to do everything that I knew to do to survive. And I look back today and just say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I'll never forget